Back to Sports Nightly. I'm Mark It's time for Sidekicks. And if you were with us last week, we teased you saying we'd have some definition in the girls Northern Lakes League soccer season at this point. Well, we don't have any more definition because we've got a bunch of ties with Perrysburg winning tonight, as you saw on BCSN, and the draw between Northview and Anthony Wayne, as we are joined in studio by Danny Fisher and Chris Black. And guys, with those results tonight, that means we're going to the final week of the NLL slate with Perrysburg, with Northview, with Anthony Wayne, all tied atop the NLL girls soccer standings.
Yeah, I think, obviously the result tonight, the Anthony Wayne result tonight with Northview, which was a really good game, by the way. Nicole Taylor scoring 2 goals for Northview, and then Perrysburg beating Southview 3-0 tonight as well with 3 second-half goals. It's wide open, so it's an exciting next sort of 7 days for the NLL and the girls' side. So it's anyone's. Whoever's going to be better on that day, it's going to be anyone's title at this point.
Boys side, we know what's going on there as the Northview boys wrapped up the NLL title earlier this week. The other big story was soccer this weekend. The tournament draws will come out, and Chris, because of that uncertainty with the NLL girls, that might make the draw all the more interesting coming up on Sunday afternoon.
Well, yeah, and you look at those 3 teams really still vying for that NLL title at this point, and they're all in it. You're thinking about that, but you're thinking about Perrysburg was undefeated up until last week, or this past week, and the St. Ursula win there really kind of turns it upside down on the ranking side, because Perrysburg had at least survived and tied the best teams in Northwest Ohio, if not beaten them, and now St. Ursula with that 4-1 result that they got there. I think it was big for Perrysburg getting a nice result against a Southview team that's done really well so far this year, 3-0, that maybe that will let them hold on to maybe stranglehold on a top seed. I don't know. But maybe there's enough doubt now that may push Anthony Wayne back up there. St. Ursula's got a few losses, but really it's been out of the area except for the loss against Clay, or Findlay, I'm sorry. But then you look at maybe a close one tonight with 2-1 Central Catholic. Maybe some people look more towards NLL again, Anthony Wayne, Northview, or Perrysburg for that slot. So I think it's still pretty open on the girls' side, whereas I think the boys' side is a little more cut and dry on that side of things.
Yeah, and Danny, when you look at the boys' side, I think we're all expecting the number 1-2 seed to be either Northview or St. John's, and obviously St. John's got the victory over Northview head-to-head a few weeks ago, so I think that's probably going to give Titans maybe an edge when we get those draws this weekend. Yeah,
I would think so. I think St. John's would be number 1, Northview number 2, and I'd imagine both coaches would be quite happy with that as well, with the way the seasons have gone. Northview coming off the back of, they've had 3 clean sheets in the last 3 games. A really good win at Anthony Wayne. St. John's, a little bit of a struggle against Whitmer, 2-0 win. It's a win, so they'll be happy with that as well in the end. So really all to play for, but you can't write off your Anthony Wayne's either on the boys' side. Clay are full of goals and had a really good win over St. Francis a couple of weeks ago as well. And you never know with St. Francis either. They could also pull it out of the bag. They're very experienced in the playoffs. Coach Stevens there is really experienced in playoff soccer as well. So I think it's all to play for, but I think the 1-2 seed is probably pretty much sewn up at this point.
And before we go tonight, I know we've talked about this quite a bit over the summer. There's so much uncertainty with college soccer at this point, both the near term and the far term. But we had some good news this week. A couple of local players, both verbally to continue their soccer careers at the D1 level.
Yeah, it's great for Bryn Gardner and Elena Unckerford. Fantastic, both players at the club here, at Pacesetter as well. So it's been great to see those two sort of mature, and Coach Williams at Anthony Wayne's done a great job with those two as well. And I know there were 2 players, Coach Walker, who was really sort of after, and I know he's over the moon to get them, and I think they'll go on and do really well there.
I was going to say, you look at what he's done. Credit to him. He's really doing a good job of recruiting this area. I mean, same thing, University of Toledo as well, but you've got to give props at looking at this area, continuing pulling kids into college, and he's doing a good job of really looking at Northwest Ohio. So University of Toledo's been doing it for years. Bowling Green State University, same thing. So I think credit to him for getting that pipeline going and supporting Northwest Ohio, which in turn supports Bowling Green State University soccer.